Good morning, everyone. We are contemplating on Drig, Drishya, Vivek. This is a text where we understand the path of meditation, the self-realization, by discriminating two content, seer and the seen. The one who is seeing everything is the seer, and what he is seeing is seen. So we, as a person, are the seers, witness. We do not owe anything. And that means that the body, the breath, the mind, intellect, the emotions, all that is part of me, but not me. And that's the idea we contemplate to understand, detach ourselves from the core identities. Again, in Advaita and different texts, is consistently focused that this is the wrong notion, the ignorance, avidya, to identify oneself with the body or limitations of the mind. So just to clear that, the practice of meditation described in this further text is two types, Vikalp Samadhi and Nirvikalp Samadhi. So one, when we focus with the attributes, with the form or name or some sort of character, that is when mind is focusing on Savikalp Samadhi. But soon enough, this attributes, the characters, all the forms and name also disappear. The mind does not require anything to hold on because it merges into self alone. And that's where we move towards Nirvikalp Samadhi. Nothing is required to hold the mind, to hold the point of focus. Self itself become point of focus. The next verse 30, Adi Shankaracharya talks about what happens and how that Nirvikalp Samadhi is achieved. Once the notion of the body disappears and the mind also start to go more deeper and realized with the self, that's where the Nirvikalp Samadhi is attained. But then how does that happen? We'll practice in our meditation today. Let's start sitting comfortably. Gently close your eyes. Make sure your body is in a comfortable posture. Spine straight, shoulders relaxed, arm resting on your lap or on your knees. If you prefer any mudra, you can do that, but making sure there is no tightness in the arms or on the shoulder. As you take up the comfortable posture, you're very well aware of all the movement, comfort, discomfort, tightening in every part of the body. The sense of heaviness or the lightness. Any sensation to particular part of the body in form of tinglings, in form of energy flow, lack of energy, all that you connect with body and bodily experience. At this point where you are able to focus, observe, and analyze the bodily experience, you as a seer, the one observing, and body becomes the seen, the one that's observed. One cannot see itself. And if you're able to see and connect or observe your body, you cannot be body. As an independent observer, Sakshi, the witness, all the names given to the seer, the one who can see any object. And at this point, body becomes our object. Detaching yourself from the body and bodily consciousness. Identifying body as your own integral part of self, but yet separated. The moment you withdraw yourself from the bodily consciousness, identifying this as self, you see that with more clarity. You can connect with all the changes. Let's take a moment to scan your body, reconnect, understand, relate with the changes taking place. A recent discomfort or limitations of the body, any pain or clinical condition that is hurtful for any body part. I would like you to bring your awareness there. Simply as an observer, as a seer, very gentle and compassionate. Observation to relate with this discomfort, with the pain. Any individual that is in pain and simply providing that compassionate care to someone, simply being heard, being there, a gentle touch of warmth, helping and supporting in all the ways to help them revive or feel supported. At this point, consider body as an individual entity, requiring the same compassionate care. And you're hearing your body, listening to it, and providing the same warmth of touch, without judgment, without decisions to impose, without dictating what is right and how it should be, without imposing the plan of care. Simply let go all the limitation and being there as a carer, as an observer, independent listener. Connect with all those changes, struggles, and challenges, but yet there to help, support. Without labeling, without judging, without imposing any opinions or diagnosis. working with the limitation, helping to support, to revive. The same what we would have done with any individual looking for help. As a seer, when you detach yourself from bodily consciousness and become independent witness, the knowledge, understanding, and the experience of your own to relate with bodily limitations or the challenges are all you need, or all enough, which is required to help. As you start to become an independent observer, the moment you change the idea of the care plan, a slight change just in the acceptance of bodily consciousness, and you may start to observe slight but subtle changes already. The intensity, severity of the discomfort may start to ease. Slowing down and relaxing, allowing it to be as it is. Connecting with the very intuitive instinct of your own. Knowing your own, what may relieve this. Knowing its own plan to revive. Regular patterns, ideas to comfort, all that start to surface when you allow it as an independent witness, observer. When it comes to the mind, to the surface, again, without a judgment, you relate, you decide. Setting your goal for the body and for body healing. Redirecting the energy, the prana, to help and support the healing. I would like you to all take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. As slow as possible, exhale. After completing, come back to normal breathing. And when you're ready again, deep breath in and very slowly exhale, as slow as possible. Almost seems like you're holding your breath. You can continue with normal breathing in between. This time, focusing on the body part, or in general, whole body. When you breathe in and start to exhale slowly, keeping your focus on the body, focusing on the energy flow around, the circulation around. As you slowly breathe out, come back to normal breathing. Now simply focusing on that body part which you focused, connecting with your breath. If that circulation still feel very active, as you're more focused on that part, you may also connect with the circular motion of energy flow. As you focus, as you're observing, they start to strengthen on its own. You may also feel slight heaviness on that body part, as if a heavy weight is on it. Now, very gently from that, extend your awareness to all over your body. And you will start to observe this energy flow, this heaviness start to extend to other parts. Keep it moving throughout the body. With your choice, your conscious awareness, keep rotating the energy from side to each part. At this point, let's take a moment again to witness, to observe the bodily consciousness as an independent observer or the seer. In general, all that you feel has changed. Bringing your awareness simply on the self. Now, withdrawing your awareness, your attention from body, and bring it to your mind. At the center of both eyebrows, to the Ajna chakra. In between the both eyebrows, when you see the Ajna chakra, the circle, when you start to observe on mind through the Ajna chakra, you may feel you're entering into a hollow space. Nothing to hold on, nothing to observe or connect. It's blank, dark space, called Chidakash, the space in the mind. Allow the mind to be free floating without identifying or getting attached with the thoughts. When you start to focus on Chidakash, space in the mind, and allow it to be its own experience, you will feel a floating sensation. Letting go yourself into this float, into the flow of mind, without distraction and diverting from the thoughts. Simply enjoying this floating sensation. The purpose of meditation is not the quietening the mind or stop its functioning. It's simply to be. To remove our false identification with body and with mind. The experience of this direct knowledge. All duality, all dilemma start to disappear. The sense of limitless free soul. The same oneness felt inside in the sense of this free floating of mind. And as it connects with the universal flow of consciousness. The very sense in Chidakash, the space in the mind, as if you're also floating in the space outside. They're not too different. And at the very end, the oneness of both. Connecting with the self itself connects with the universal self. And very soon the difference between the two disappears. This spontaneous and natural state is Sahaj Samadhi. The one non-dual, non-differentiating, happens naturally, effortlessly. From the very sense of Chidakash, coming back to relate with the mind and the movement of thoughts, bringing your awareness back to the Agnya Chakra, the point between the both eyebrows. The moment you start to bring your attention back on the center, You start to reconnect with the bodily consciousness. At this point, it may still feel very dull. From forehead all the way to coming down, reconnecting, re-energizing. Wherever you move your awareness on body, it starts to activate the very sensations around. Let's take a moment to move all around again, consciously activating all the senses, sensations, and the responses within. Being consciously aware of each part of your body to reconnect with that. And you may also observe there's no discomfort or the pain anymore. Even at start where you felt that's not there anymore. Very slowly, take a deep breath in, fully inhale, and very slowly exhale. The very flow of breath again to reconnect with bodily sensations. And you may now feel tinglings, numbness, move your fingers a little. Take your thumb inside, make a fist, tighten your fist a little, and relax your hand very gently, bringing your both hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Bring your hand close to your heart center. We'll conclude with Purnamada. Let's chant together if you know the prayer. Om Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very gently rub your both palms together. When it starts to feel little warm enough, place it on your both eyes. Very gentle massage on all over your face. Slowly take your hands down. Taking a moment to connect with yourself, surrounding, and making sure you're fully conscious, fully aware. Taking your own time to open your eyes. Very slow and gentle.